turn around. Shit, I didn't think you'd actually do it. It only took you 30 years.
Referees and linesmen get to skate amongst the best in the world while having the authority to put them in timeout if they act like an asshole. It's a good gig, pays pretty well, and 99% of the time, they're pretty good at it. Some are even West Macaulay.
Both guys, 5 minutes each for fighting!
So when they do fuck up in a goal-scoring situation that affects the momentum of a game, it makes sense to protect them with a rock-solid video review system that allows them to correct their mistakes and move on. In theory, that's what the league's had with a situation room at the center of the universe having all the angles and the final say on these close calls. In practice,
What do you fucking think?
the NHL started utilizing the cutting-edge phone-a-friend technology to review goals in 1991 and was actually the second league to get into it behind the NFL.
They were proactive?
Sort of. There was a select amount of things you were able to review, like if the puck crossed the line, if you Pele'd it, ultimate frisbee, the ref had ideas of his own, or if the buzzer beater was actually a buzzer beater.
Was that close?
There was also that other rule, which is more or less black and white, that stated if you place your stick, toe, or being inside the crease while the goal is being scored, the goal will be disallowed and you will be executed. Okay, you won't be executed. Your family might, but it was clear. You place any ounce of your being inside the crease, even if you don't touch the goalie, the goal would come off the board.
Nobody liked it, and the league knew this. So naturally it stayed a thing until it was part of one of the biggest controversies in league history. That happened during a regular season matinee between the Blues and the Avs on the Gundam Channel, April 11th, 1999. Sean Podine scored the first goal of the game on a rebound, and the Avs took a 1-0 lead.
No goal. This is, again, part of the ridiculous part of this rule.
This is the part where I mentioned that there was a memo sent out about this rule early that season stating that if you were in control of the puck, a skate could be in the crease even if the puck was not. So, under that definition, this kinda would be considered a good goal. Unless this isn't possession, which if this isn't would be setting a pretty high precedent for the playoffs. Good thing they changed it before Brett Hull scored the most controversially illegal but actually legal depending on your interpretation goal in Stanley Cup Finals history on the last day of the season to win the Stanley Cup in overtime, and that everyone accepts this as a fair result.
Oh dang, a conveniently placed window in the space-time continuum from June 19th, 1999. Why don't we take a little look? Oh yeah, they didn't.
That nonsensical sociopathic bullshit was left in the 20th century, but as TV got better and the NHL officially introduced the Situation Room in 2003, this brought an entirely new issue to the table. The amount of things reviewable in goal-scoring situations was basically the same as it was in 1991. So, in 2006, when Guy in Stripes thinks he sees Sean Horkov illegally glove a pass off the face-off and washes out a last-minute goal, but upon further review, we can all see this is an absolutely cruel fantasy exclusive to himself. Nothing can be done about it because
this is not a reviewable play.
And that got old. Devin Setaguchi illegally dunks a rebound off the out-of-play netting. It's a goal because it didn't really go out of play. I mean, Brad May scores his only goal as a Red Wing. It's not a goal because...
Oh my god.
Matt Duchene...
As long as the puck goes before the skate at the opposing blue line.
I mean, he was close enough. Thomas Holmstrom literally just exists as a person near any goal crease. Goal interference. Outside the crease where he's supposed to. War crimes. Okay. Nicholas Cronwell illegally dunks a rebound off the out-of-play netting.
Didn't this happen 6 years ago?
In a 1,000-plus game schedule, these can feel few and far between, and they are. But just dismissing them risked pop-offs in the playoffs, like Buffalo. And like Buffalo, it happened in the playoffs. Marian Hossa scored, but actually didn't because he didn't intend to enough. Danny Briere and Valtteri Filppula were offside, but close enough. The goal off Filppula's offside in particular happened in 2015. By that time, you could watch any game you wanted on any device, and my regular face was doing God's work for free. So in 2015, the league finally expanded video review by implementing a coach's challenge that you could review two things with. Now, this was a nice step for the game, especially when coaches started to become good with it and couldn't just use it as a longer timeout. But it was still a half measure that ignored multiple examples of other annoying shit going back to 2006.
And sure enough,
Colton Sissons in the Stanley Cup Finals scores, but doesn't because this rule is the fucking worst. Artemi Panarin sticks it off the out-of-play alley-oop from Seth Jones because fucking borderline gross negligence at this point.
Timo Meyer illegally invokes the hand of God to pass to Jesus Christ himself because,
You know, that's too perfect. We can let that one slide. At least they were quickly reactive this time. This is the full list of stuff that's reviewable in 2020, and I'd be lying if I said we haven't come a long way. I honestly still don't understand what's constituted as a continuous play, but I'm glad quick whistle goals like Tyler Toffoli's are being allowed now. You still can't have your skate in the air and offside reviews even though you're onside, but that's getting changed for next year, and Jesus Christ. A missed penalty call before a goal still isn't reviewable no matter how much of an arm you have. That's understandable, but I don't imagine it would take 3 hours to correct little annoying shit like this or egregious shit like this. These missed calls don't directly decide games. The two teams, they do enough of that. It's a matter of allowing that to be the bigger story and helping officials do their job that extra 1% better. Preferably 20 years earlier,